Hey guys, welcome back to the Session Talk Show, your source for music, sports, fashion, and community. I'm your host, Kai Sampson, and this is...
I'm Rose,
and this is...
Jasmine.
Hi.
Hello,
and this
ladies.
And
this is Kai.
Right. Did I not say who I was?
Well, I just want you to know.
Listen,
this is Kai.
We are interviewing you guys today. If you didn't know, we have our interview gear on. We're about to interview to make sure you're up to date on all of the what?
Hot topics.
Hot topics. So it's time to grab your hot pocket and do some hot topics.
Yeah,
Bailey.
Bailey.
Yes.
She talks about
Chloe's
postpartum.
sister.
Yes.
Yeah. Little Mermaid.
Absolutely.
Little Mermaid.
Yes.
She talks about postpartum and that if we can relate, because hers was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And her baby, she just had her baby. Do you know how old the baby is?
I don't know. I want to say less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
But she
for
was
sure
very,
less than a
very
year.
discreet and kept it very private, which I recommend and
Right.
commend because they are in the
Business.
public eye.
Yeah.
So, but she has started sharing a lot of pictures of the
Do we know
baby.
how
So
old she
cute.
is?
She's in her early to mid 20s.
So here's the thing about postpartum. Like, I had my first daughter when I was, I don't know the math on that. I'm 43. She's 14. How old was I? 20-something?
How was postpartum for you?
So here's the thing. I think, and this is what I was saying about someone like Haley, like at that age, I didn't realize what postpartum was. Like, my doctor didn't have a postpartum talk with me. Nobody had a postpartum talk with me at that age. And I've heard about it, but I'm like, what is that?
That was going to be my main thing reading this. Once again, a lot of women are like, I had no idea about it. And we touched on that before with a different topic, just the unawareness about women's bodies, especially, I don't have children yet, we'll see, but I would like to be educated on what to expect because that would actually help me maybe not feel like I'm going crazy or is this supposed to be happening?
No, like,
I'm sorry.
But then you got your postpartum in your mid-20s, right? When you had it first. Mine is in my mid to late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you that they still didn't educate about postpartum. And I came from a licensed professional counselor thinking, all big-headed, that I know postpartum. Oh, baby, I did not know and experience postpartum. It was horrible for me too. And no, you're not alone out there. It is just like a hormone drop, having to breastfeed along with a new baby.
Because it's psychological and physiological.
This was my experience. One, I didn't really know what it was. And I don't even know if I, at that time, understood mental health, understood what that really meant. I never had a mental imbalance or chemical imbalance ever. And so it came over me and I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
And I can remember vaguely, and my daughter's 14 now, I can remember sitting on my stairs one day, and she wasn't a baby. She may have been a toddler, but I remember hearing her crying. And then I remember in my voice hearing my friends chatter, and I just remember all of the noise. It was just so much. And I'm like, what is this?
What's going on? So what would you all as mothers recommend for women who are looking and want to become mothers? What should we ask our doctors? What should we be asking to get information on? What should we be preparing ourselves as much as possible? Obviously, you're never prepared till it happens. But for someone who's not a mother, what would you tell them to?
I would give advice to have a tribe, have a village, have someone there with you to help. Like we're in a society right now where we have to pop back so quickly or bounce back so quickly. It's hard. If you can have slow mornings, peaceful mornings,
slow, peaceful mornings,
adequate rest.
Oh my gosh.
think that helps. A healthy diet.
Yeah.
Because also, like Rose said, if you're breastfeeding, that also plays a part. I didn't realize that. I thought after I had the baby and then she was a few, months old, it would be okay. But also, if you're still nursing, you still have you're not actually back
balance.
yet.
Until
you stop that.
I'll probably say that it's a matter of you being proactive. Meaning you have to eat right. I recommend that you start eating greens, a lot of salad, salmon, things that help you, which I call naturally a lot of serotonin and keep you really, really, really happy because just be prepared for that drop. And that's it. But hey, can we change the topic and talk about?
Yeah, we got to come back to that. We can talk about that
all day.
All day.
Tiffany Haddish. She talks about her mistakes.
Yeah.
Just a little about Tiffany, though. She's a comedian. She's an actor. She has a new book coming out.
Does she? What's the name of her book?
I can't think of it right now.
Okay, but she has one coming out.
It's in A.
So is that why she's coming out and saying, hey, I want to own my mistakes because she's pushing this book?
Yeah, she's now in March 2 months sober.
Oh,
that is
amazing. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like
That's
woman
amazing.
empowerment, going through mistakes and having to address what's wrong.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So she around 2023, around Thanksgiving, she was charged with DUI.
I remember
In
that.
2023, January, she was charged with suspicion of DUI.
Honey, y'all, she used to be. Can I give the tea? Can we have
Please.
some time for the tea? Because so now she used to be with Common with his fine self, and I'm like, how do you lose Common? No, well, how does Common lose her? But alcohol could have played a role in that.
They're definitely.
But Common is kind of for everybody too. He hasn't been able to hold a relationship.
I don't know too much about
What's
him,
he
so
with
I
now?
won't speak on him. I don't know.
What's he with now? He's with somebody like good, not Serena.
No. The
She's
talk show
married.
host.
Who? Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer
Oh,
Hudson.
yeah. I
Yes,
forgot about
they
that.
were out. Let's give it up for Common because when he dates a black woman, he dates a black woman. He not getting these fair skinned. He get a real black.
Okay, well let's get back to Tiffany.
You're so bad.
Let's get back to Tiffany because
Congrats to
one
Tiffany.
thing I can say about her that I appreciate her stating is that she said, I've never had a perfect year, but I'm growing, I'm learning, basically was what she was
Yeah.
saying. And I think women empowerment, but also humans in general, don't strive for a perfect year or you'll continue to be disappointed.
Yeah.
No one's going to have a perfect year, a perfect life, but continuing to address what's wrong and improving on it, I think, in my opinion, was her overall idea and theory behind the book. Like, you're not going to have perfect times. You're going to have really hard times. You're going to be disappointed in yourself, but keep going, keep going, get better, get better. And I think everybody could
motivational speak at like a high school or something. No, seriously, for young girls, they need to hear stuff like that. To keep
I
going,
think all of
keep
us
going.
throughout our whole life need to hear it because
we do,
Tiffany Haddish is not in her 20s anymore. I don't know if she's in her
True.
30s. That's a
But imagine if
continued
we planted those
message
seeds
early on.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I love the way you just put that.
Yeah.
So speaking of younger generation,
Mhm.
LSU star.
Yes, Olivia Dunne. Look, I love this one.
All the way around
I
today.
love this one. Look, I was a collegiate athlete, and let me tell you, for some
Girl,
people,
what is collegiate
they're
athlete? What does that mean?
an
Break it down for the
athlete in
people.
college.
Oh, collegiate. There we go. Listen, but
you know,
just got a GED education, okay? Some
No,
of
but
us
I was
got high
going to
school
say, like,
diplomas.
some people may have read that and be like, oh, cool, sports, whatever. No.
Right,
When
that's
you
how I read
are
it.
an athlete in school,
college.
you have full-time school and
Mhm.
full-time athletics. Like, not knocking anyone who's
No,
an
so it's a big
athlete, not in
deal.
school. It's a lot. You are
Okay.
basically doing 2 super duper full-time jobs every single day of your life.
Gotcha.
And so for her and the team to reach this pinnacle, it's the first one that LSU has had, this first championship for gymnastics. That is a big, big deal.
What sport did you play?
I ran cross country and track.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
nice.
so that was the all year round thing. And gymnasts don't get a break either. They're
Yeah.
constantly
Yeah, I'm
going.
sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
So what's really cool about this is that the team, the total score was 198.22 something, near perfect.
Mm.
Yeah, I said, way to go, ladies, and your first championship win.
Yes.
And keep on more, and the effort
Yes.
was worth it.
I
Yes.
always wonder who picks the songs, like who mixes them and all that.
I don't know. They're getting really, really jazzy and they're getting really
They're
hip
coming with
lately. And the
2024.
the uniforms, they're getting
Yes.
really, really nice. So
Yes, yes,
go
yes.
LSU, our neighbors next door, Louisiana.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So love
Oh,
that.
Louisiana.
Go Tigers. Woo woo. All right.
That's Rose's favorite song off the Cowboy Carter album. Maybe song number 2, Louisiana.
Always,
Mm.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I just had to plug in Beyonce.
Yeah.
Okay, so Miss Dion.
Okay,
Miss
now,
Celine.
there's a health update with her stiff person syndrome. That she said she had to go face it. She can't crawl or spill milk, and that she has a team
Mm.
to help her, which means there's a team to help with her voice, her speech. There's a team to help her with her athletic performance, everything. Because what I found out about stiff syndrome is that there'll be a little flare up, and the whole body just
Right.
stiff,
Literally
literally
stiffens.
stiff, and particularly with her vocal cord.
Mm.
Aging is such a humbling experience.
But like to go back to our other point, the support she has, that
Yeah.
support will make a large difference in anyone's health. But definitely appreciative of her sharing because again, she's probably not alone in this either. So a lot of the celebrities coming out with what struggles or challenges they have and how they're remedying them or trying to solve or have solutions may help other people. So I appreciate her sharing that.
For sure. Shout out to Celine Dion.
Yes.
And continued healing wished your way.
Yes,
I don't know if we have time to talk about Beyonce in secret. I mean, that is a hot topic right now. Is it sacred or secret?
I keep hearing sacred. I keep hearing
sacred.
sacred. I don't know. But
Sacred
you know us,
is
we're going to say, we're going
No,
to
Beyonce
I might be a little,
you know, we're going to
so
twist it a little bit here and there.
Beyonce hair. Oh,
Beyonce, Calvin Carter.
Yes, that video she posted where she was showing her natural hair routine just blew everyone's mind. And they were like, thank you for showing, which she didn't have to show that. There's nobody.
Like, even though she showed it, she still
there
had
were
a lot
haters
of,
there.
yeah, thank you.
That's what
Still
I'm
a lot of haters.
saying.
Let's just say this first of all. Whatever you do with your hair is your business.
Thank
honestly.
you.
But
No
as
hair
marketing-
shaming.
Now, we love Beyonce here, but as for marketing, I wasn't buying Sacred because I'm like, okay. You know, I think that's one of the things that some people were saying about Beyonce that resonates with me. Like, she's so private. It's hard to believe a product because it's like there's no personal touch to it. Like Rihanna, I think we talked last time, Rihanna's in the mirror doing makeup. The Kardashians, they're doing makeup, putting it on. So you can relate to it.
Okay.
So once she put the video out, now I want to buy it.
Now you can see.
Once you put the video out, then this is my first thought. And it's going to sound like I'm being a hater. I go, darn it, why are you wearing a wig?
That's what people were saying because she was holding her head, but she could have just had a headache. I mean,
but it's just the outcome of that hair with oh my God, it looks like a goddess.
It's so beautiful.
It's so gorgeous.
And she's Creole. And
I
her
didn't
mom
realize
has
she was
long
wearing a
hair.
wig because they showed her washing. I don't know anything about wigs.
She wasn't wearing a wig.
Oh, okay.
But
I was
people
like,
are saying, because she was going like this, she was wearing a
they
wig.
literally showed her at the
Her
shampoo
scalp.
bowl in her scalp. That's
And
so
she
weird.
Said, Leave
I
that
don't
out,
know. Maybe
y'all.
I'm oblivious. I don't know enough
She was
about
trending
it.
all over because they were saying, no. Not only you're a perfect singer, you have a perfect body. You can't just have a perfect hair.
Well,
you know what
ultimately,
my problem
yeah.
is, hear me out, and it's Black women criticizing this woman about her hair. Who cares? And the people that are criticizing her hair is probably that long. Like, if you don't like it, move along.
Right. That I will go with that
Let
point.
this
If you
woman
don't
sell her
like it,
product.
if you don't like it, move along. Let her sell her product.
Thank you.
Let other people be hair happy. No hair shaming.
Thank you.
Be in your own hair lane.
Or
Whatever
come
else
up
we
with
could
your
say.
own product
Come
and
up
sell
with
it.
your
Do
own
whatever.
line.
We
Okay.
don't care. No Beyonce
Keep it
slander
positive.
on the
Please.
session
Keep
show.
it positive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this was fun.
Yes.
Maybe we'll sample. I thought you were going to sample the products last time.
We said we were all going
She's
to
gonna-
because
she's
she's
gonna
natural.
buy it.
I am relaxed and proud, and Rose has a different texture. So we have
we're
3
gonna try
different
it. We're going to
stories
try it.
to
We're
show
gonna try it
and
over
share.
the summer.
Yes.
Well, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We will be right back with our first guest on the
Bye.
Session Talk Show. Bye.